Hi, I'm Julie Hunt. Welcome back to your 31-day meditation collective. Today's meditation is a pattern interrupt. You are going to stop stress, stop anxiety in its tracks through a mindful breathing technique. So as soon as stress and anxiety hit, the body goes into fight or flight. We enter the stress response because our natural primitive instinct is to think that we're getting eaten by a tiger. So cortisol increases all the stress hormones, blood pressure increases, all the anti-aging and immune functioning decreases, digestion stops. Everything is preparing the body to fight that tiger if we were back in caveman times. So what happens in this breathing technique is that you are going to shut down instantly that fight or flight response. And you are going to activate the rest and relaxation response in the body. If you look at the rest and relaxation response, the body is doing exactly the opposite of fight or flight. All of a sudden, you see inflammatory markers decrease, stress hormones decrease, anti-aging hormones increase. The body begins to have the heart pressure and heart rate decreasing. So this state of rest and relaxation is where the healing of the body comes in. And if we can take consciously those situations that are triggering us externally and transform them instantly and break that cycle that takes us down that path of fight or flight, then we can instantly begin to avoid any damage of future stress, of that chronic stress that so many of us have. We can begin to heal the body, we can begin to restore the body, and then also in the future, it allows us to reconnect to that state because the brain is very malleable, and from a neuroplasticity standpoint, you can actually train the brain to instantly come back to this breathing technique. So please find a very comfortable seated position when you're ready. And allow yourself to have a very soft gaze. Or perhaps you may want to close your eyes. And I'd like you to just notice right now where the breath is in the body. When we're in a fight or flight state, often the breath is higher in the chest. And as the body begins to rest and relax, as you begin to just notice without changing the breath, without changing any of the body movements, just rest and notice. Notice the shoulders moving away from the ears. Notice all the muscles in the body relaxing, letting go of a little bit of tension. Each breath, a little bit at a time, is releasing just a little bit more. The body settling. The heart rate slowing down. As the body settles, the mind follows. Bring your awareness to where the breath is in the body. You might feel it in the chest, in the lungs. You might feel it in the belly. I'd like you to bring to mind a situation that perhaps was a bit irritable or uncomfortable in the past. Something simple. Maybe something that happened in traffic or technology. And as you think about that, you might notice perhaps a change in the breath of the body. And still keeping that situation or experience to mind. See if you can bring your awareness back to the breath. And just noticing where the breath is in the body. Perhaps now taking in a conscious inhale with the lips slightly closed, inhaling through the nose with a silent count of 3 inside your mind. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, and exhaling through the nose, easily letting the shoulders drop. 2, 3. And continue that easy, effortless breath. Continue that mindful breath on the inhale, counting perhaps at your own pace, whatever's comfortable, making it really easy. Really effortless. Even the counts inside your mind are perhaps a bit vague and fuzzy, rather than the rigid 1, 2, 3 steps of life of having to be somewhere or do something. It's just an easy awareness. And wherever the count of breath lands, see if you can make your inhale through the nose the same length as your exhale through the nose. As you continue this breath, notice again in the body where the breath is in the body. If it's in the chest, in the diaphragm, perhaps the belly. And see if you can shift your awareness to the belly. And as you continue with this easy repetition of the counting, inhaling through the nose, and exhaling the same length through the nose, see if you can notice if the belly is extending on the inhale, and perhaps contracting or coming in closer to the body on the exhale. If you'd like to place a hand on the belly, you can place one hand on the belly or both hands. You can place one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Easily noticing the breath. Take a moment to release just a tiny bit more effort. And on the next inhale, inhale a tiny bit more ease. There is no right or wrong. Simply an awareness of this beautiful life force. Perhaps letting the counting guide. Maybe the counts merge with the breath. Noticing that life force coming in through the nose. And the release of anything that no longer serves you, exhaling through the nose. This awareness of the breath shifts you instantly into the present moment. Each time you bring your awareness here to the flow of the breath, you are living in the now. You are no longer in the past. You are not in the future. And the past and the future is where all anxiety, all stress, fear, worry, concern, grief, all of that lives. And the breath is the now, that inhale of life force, and that exhale of release, reconnecting to the essence of who you are. Again, bringing your awareness to the breath, into your body, and noticing where the breath is flowing through the body. Again, perhaps in the chest or the belly. Perhaps putting the hands on the belly if they're not already. And see if you can consciously, on that next inhale, send the breath all the way down the body to fill up the belly and have it extend a little bit, be more relaxed, almost like a little Buddha belly, full of joy and life. And see if on the exhale you feel the belly coming in closer to the body. Exhaling through the nose. And now feeling that beautiful inhale of oxygen in through the nose, going all the way down into the belly, feeling the expansion. And on the exhale, the breath going all the way from the belly, up and out through the nose. And this beautiful breath healing the body. Signaling to the body that it is time to restore and heal. This breath brings vitality into the body, new life, flow of energy. If you'd like, you can release the hands and release any conscious breathing for just a moment. And coming back to the effortless, natural noticing of the breath in any way, shape, or form, pace or depth that the breath wants to flow. Simply being aware. And if any time you feel you have to control the breath, or your mind drifts away, or you feel that there's something you have to do or you're analyzing, simply come back to the noticing of the breath anywhere it is in the body. You might even feel the breath in the arms or the legs. You might feel it in your face, your mind. Continue to notice the breath. notice that the breath is different from when you started this meditation. Allow yourself to scan the body. And notice any difference in the muscles and the tension, in a state of relaxation in the physical body. And perhaps notice any changes in the mind, maybe the emotions. And just rest here for a moment. Resting in the soothing, natural life force that is the breath. When you feel ready, you can wiggle the fingers. Maybe wiggle the toes, bring your awareness back into the body, into the shoulders, perhaps stretching. And when you feel ready, softly opening your eyes, coming back into the room. You may have noticed that as you thought about that experience that was a bit irritating, and after a while you no longer thought about that experience. The breath completely shifted and took you out of that experience. And you may have had other thoughts, and those thoughts during meditation are actually a good thing. So please don't judge your thoughts in meditation. Just notice whatever arises and bring your awareness back. And now that you've had this experience of what it's like to have this stressful, fearful, anxious situation, and knowing that you don't need to do anything with that experience, but you can softly bring your awareness back to the breath. If you'd like to practice a controlled breathing, you can do that, or you can just bring your awareness to the breath. And as soon as you do, you start to shut down the negative impact of that anxiety, of that stress, and the body is able to heal and restore. And then every time that you are triggered or you're put back into a state like that, your body remembers, and you can come back to the breath more deeply, more easily, and more quickly. Thank you so much for joining me for today's breath technique. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like this video. Subscribe for tomorrow's meditation. Please leave your comments below. Any other breathing techniques, any other techniques for you that have been really powerful, shifting you immediately out of anxiety. Support one another, and I will see you right back here for the next meditation.